this is in 1932 also, that he used to sing these songs. These are songs. These are called Siddhi Lalasa. These are songs by Narottam Das that Bhaktisiddhanta introduced for his disciples to sing during Kartik, which would nourish the prayojan, or the goal, of Krishna Prem, or the Prem Seva of Radha Krishna Vrindavan. He sang these songs. I don't have the titles of the songs, it's not mentioned here, but they're in Narottam. They're either in Prarthana, or must be Prarthana of Narottam Das Thakur. See, these are... Srila Prabhupada showed that this example of these songs, continuously hankering for perfection, should be the sole purpose of all devotees who have attained the stage of anartha-nivrti, in which unwanted obstacles are cleared. So in the stage of anartha-nivrti, when we're actually free from anarthas, we're deeply hankering for the eternal service of Radha and Krishna. So this is being explained here. Srila Prabhupada personally selected the following songs by Srila Narottam Das for devotees to sing. Hari Hari Kabe Haba Brindavana Vasi Nirakibo Nayana Jugala Ruparasi. Jugala Ruparasi. Oh Shri Hari, when will I be able to live in Vrindavan and be a real Brijvasi? When will my eyes behold the beautiful forms of Radha and Krishna? Yugala Rup, divine couple. Radha Krishna Sevan Mui, Jivane Marane, Tarastana Taralila Deko Ratri Dine. Deko Ratri Dine. I shall serve Radha and Krishna in life and death, and I shall see their transcendental pastimes in the day and night. That's song number 48 in Prarthan. And then Hari Hari Ara Kabe Palatibe Das E Saba Kariya Bhame Ava Brindavan Dhame E Mani Kariyachi Ash. O Shri Hari, when will my life change? When will I renounce all worldly affairs and make my way to Vrindavan Dham? I cherish this hope. Then Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, asked the devotees to sing the following songs. Dekite buliba vakabe nijastula parichai nayana heriba brajapura shobha nitya chiranandamai. When will I see that I have forgotten my gross bodily identity and I am beholding the exquisite beauty of Brajadam, full of eternal bliss and cognizance? Vrishabhanu pure janama laiva yavate vivaha habe Braja Gopi Bhava Habe Subhav Ana Bhava Na Rahibe. I will take birth in Barsana, and I will marry in the nearby village of Yavat. My soul Subhav will be that of a Gopi, Gopi Subhav. Nija Siddha Deha, Nija Siddha Ma Nam, Nija Rupa Swavasana. Radha Kripa Bale, Labiba Vakabe, Krishna Prema Prakaran. When will I attain by the mercy of Radha? Right? By Radha Kripa Bale. Kripa Bale. By the mercy of Radha. My own eternal spiritual body, Nitya Siddhadeha. My own realized name, Nitya Siddhanam. And dress, Nitya Rup Swavas. Embellishing my real form. And when will I receive initiation into the techniques of expressing divine love? Krishna Prema Prakarana. Jamuna Salila Aharane Giya Bujiba Jugalavras Prema Mugda Haye Pagalini Prai Gaeba Radhara Yash. Pagalini. Pagal. You know Pagal? What's Pagal? Crazy.
Mad.
Mad. Bowel. Bowel. The bowels. So now this is Siddhi Lalasa from Gita Mala. Now he's entered Bhoma Vrindavan. He's attained his Siddha Deha. And he's going to draw water from the Yamuna, or she rather, Manjri Sarup. I will understand the confidential mellows of Yugal Kishore's loving affairs. Being captivated by Prem, I will sing Radhika's glories like a mad woman, Pagalini. So these are some of the songs that he sang from Gita Mala, Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Gita Mala, Siddhi Lalasa. So this verse is very important. That about this Rasa Lila, this Fal Shruti, and that verse is mentioned here. These some notes we have here. This is, as I mentioned, verse 39, chapter 33. 59. Vikriditam brajavadubhiridam cha Vishno Shradanvito anushinuyad atta varnayadya Bhaktim param bhagavati pratilabhya kamam Vidrogam ashvap apinotya charyena dira. This is a translation from Bhagavatam. A transcendentally sober person, dhira, with faith and love, continuously hears from a realized soul about the activities of Krishna in his rasa dance with the gopis. Or one who describes such activities, both these devotees, one who hears or one who chants, can attain full transcendental service, transcendental devotional service at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Thus, lusty desires, which are the heart disease of all materialistic persons, are for him quickly and completely vanquished. So, there's different words here. The key words are pratilabhya. Pratilabhya. Labhya means like lobe, to attain. Prati means step by step, moment by moment. You'll attain. Pratilabhya. This is an important word, and there's some commentaries on this word. And also shraddha. Shraddha anvita, faith, to hear with faith. So there's some quotations here. Vishwanath himself is quoting. This verb, it's a verb in this verse, pratilabhya, indicates that although lust and other evils still remain within the heart, Prema Bhakti first enters the heart and by its extraordinary influence destroys all the vices or all the anarthas at the root. So this is what it's saying, that the first is Prem, Bhaktim Param. Param Bhakti first comes in the heart. We hear this Harikatha. If we have the qualification, we hear from the devotees. Then this Prema comes in their heart. Then that comes in, the other one comes in and the other goes out. Right? In with the old, I have a phrase in English. In with the the new, out with the old. Is it like that? Yeah, that's it. Out with the old, in with the new. Out with the old conceptions, out with the old desires, out with the old anarthas and bad habits that we've been carrying for lifetimes. In with the new conception, in with the new divinity, the new conception of pure service to Krishna, pure love of Krishna. Out with the old, in with the new, right? So we want all these out. This is anartha nivritti, out with the anarthas, in with the ruchi. And then the nishta comes. So this harikatha has ruchi. Without ruchi, nishta can't come. So we get ruchi. So he's saying this is a phenomenon, because sometimes people say, oh, first your heart becomes pure, then prema can come. But if we say the anarthas, which means, anarthas means purity. Anarthas go all the way up. They're out there. They just, as we're doing bhakti, as we're getting more ruchi and we're getting more prema and bhakti's coming in our heart, then it's cessation of all these anarthas is going. 15%, then 20, then 30, then 40, and 50. So anartha nivritti is there. We're going anartha nivritti. And ruchi, there's also anartha nivritti. And nishta, there's anartha nivritti. And ruchi, there's anartha nivritti. And sakti, and in prema. This is going side by side. It's not just one chapter is closed. Okay, anartha nivritti. That's what people try to propagate. Oh, just stay in this. Just do this anartha nivritti. So then he says, in other words, hearing and reciting Rasa Lila, which this verse is about at the end of Rasa Lila, possesses such astonishing power that the lust in the heart of the faithful sadhaka is destroyed and he attains prem. These two take place simultaneously. The influence of prem manifests first, and through its effect, all lusty desires of the heart are dissipated. Thus, as a result of hearing and chanting the narrations of the Lord's pastime, one first attains prema for the Lord's lotus feet, then one's heart is liberated from lusty desires and other contamination. He becomes perfectly pure because prema is not weak like jnana and yoga. Bhakti is omnipotent and supremely independent. So here, if Srila Shukadeva Goswami wanted to refer to the stage of anartha nivritti, the stage of being free from misconception, unwanted desires, he could have used the word nishta, or ruchi or bhav. But the only word he uses here is shraddha, which is faith. He just says if you have faith. He doesn't make any qualifications in this verse 39. He doesn't say you have to be at the level of Nishta to hear these. He doesn't even say you have to be at the level of Nartanivriti. He doesn't say. He just says if you have Shraddha. And Shraddha is the beginning. Ado Shraddha tata sarasanga bhajana kriya Nartanivriti. First there's faith. So that's why that's a key word. So what does this faith mean? So Jiva Goswami explains. He gives a commentary in Bhagavatam, this verse 33, chapter 39. What is this Shraddhanvita? This means to hear with firm faith. This word has been used by Shukadeva Goswami in this Falshruti verse after Rasa Lila to prevent the offense which results from mistrust or disregard, which is avishwas or avagya, of the statements of Shastra in complete opposition to the principle of hearing with faith. So the word Shraddhanvita means to hear, actually hear with faith, and also means to hear regularly. Anvita comes from anu, means to hear regularly. In other words, this is another meaning of Shraddha. In other words, it's not necessary for the hearer to be completely anartanivriti. But the hearer, this is the meaning of Shraddha in this verse. Shraddhanvita means when you're hearing about Krishna's Rasa Lila or Krishna's Rasa Katha, you must have the deep conviction. Shraddha means trust. Shraddha means faith and trust and conviction, belief. This is the conviction you should have. No matter how fallen I may be. Fallen means I'm so lusty, I'm so greedy, I'm so envious, I'm so this or that. No matter how fallen I may be, the narration or the description of Radha and Krishna's Rasa Lila is so powerful that by hearing from the proper source, then what will happen? Transcendental Braj Bhakti in the mood of the gopis will surely manifest in my heart. So this is the opinion of Jiva Goswami. He is explaining this. And Vishwanath Chakravarti, he explains also on his commentary that he actually says that if one doesn't believe it, then they're an atheist. Which is very, which means, it's a pretty, that means because it's a Shastric statement, so that means you're offending Krishna. He's saying it like this, and then